Sneak in here. Oh, this could be bad.
This could be real bad.
Yeah, but Ana's going to have to link up. All right, we're seeing a lot of damage go down on Mako. He does get rooted up, but here comes the rest of the team. JJ here first. They're going to go look for Xiao Hao as Mako goes down. It's going to be first blood going over to the Vi, and Ana's going to force away Gala. Really sneaky play there from EDG.
Gala's no Psalms doesn't get picked up by the Deadly Flourish.
Might be
Still
dead
under
here. He is
threat.
going to get slowed. One more auto might kill him. No, he lives on a sliver, but a flash from On gets the job done. And now JJ going to have to try to clean up Wink here, and he will be able to take him down. Xiao Hao is here, and the root will not land because the Fury has that untargetability, but really good stuff out of EDG early.
Yeah, nice trap laid by Wink and Xiao Hao. I know I said for EDG. We do like how Wink plays at times in this bot lane. Definitely a support that we felt like was a little bit better than the other supports like Group Nirvana, maybe a player that should have been down there. And good to see him set up a nice trap for EDG, and it's been a decent start for Wink. Obviously did go down in that fight, but well worth it trading up. Getting Gala's summoner spells out ended up paying off there as he laid a nice trap.
Yeah, we wanted them to revisit, and they didn't. You know, for as little as we've seen of EDG, we did talk about how Xiao Hao and Wink are going to be the big drivers for EDG to see some success, and we saw it right there. If they continue to make plays like that, IG are going to have to pull out all of their power. They're going to have to use 100% of their strength.
Yeah, I still think that, speaking of IG strength, right, full strength for them, level 6 coming in. They need to be healthy enough to survive this Vianney. So I think that not fighting right now, like this is where you're really squishy and really vulnerable to these combos once Vianney gets 6 in. The fact that Fury's ahead does help. So Fury's going to be likely the one that's, you know, going to be finding these fights and combos. But again, I think this mid game for IG, once you can kind of survive that, so maybe the 1 item or 2 items for Varus is where they're really going to be looking to play. I think that big thing for them just being able to set up first to make sure they're getting poked down on the EDG. And making sure that they're at least healthy enough to survive the combo. Because again, that's really my theory of this draft for IG, like what I see, is it felt like they took a top side that's big enough where you can't get one-shot by Vianney, and even if Fury has the W to play around it, hopefully, right? So it kind of feels like that's the logic here for IG is, at the moment, they're the ones that are hitting the grubs for free. So we have a rotation come out from them, and Dragon's yet to be started by Xiao Hao. So IG a little bit ahead on the play in the trade we have here.
Yep, now he's going to start it up. We'll see if there's any plays going on. We see a lot of on-the-way pings coming down to that Dragon, perhaps.
They should fight this.
They want to fight. Wink is going to be able to drop a ward down. Rookie, not at full mana right now. Looking pretty good on health, but it looks like he'll take his recall here. As the Dragon, no longer being done, Xiao Hao pulled off, went back into his jungle, so overall good for IG.
Top. Okay, so they dropped.
They had great vision, and now they have to get vision to go to Gala here. He just has everything thrown on top of him, and Wink is the one who claims his life.
Dragon was taken. He had no one on map. Like, both sides weren't shoving. I think that's just a mid-wave to give. Gala not wanting to give it. That is what EDG's comp can do. And that's a pretty easy freebie kill going over to EDG.
Yeah, right now EDG looking pretty solid. It's a small gold lead, but they were able to at least trade out the objectives. They got the feat of Warfare too. It's just a matter of what's going to happen next. What's the next play? And it looks like they might be looking to take out ZDZ.
Yeah, I think, I mean, one of the really nice parts about Galio into Rumble, the gank assist that you're able to bring, if it is going to be a look from JJ, as with Mako being up there too, I do think that the ability to overload and overwhelm Rumble in the side lane, very real, as we're playing this combo. But at the moment, it's still going to be JJ just getting fed. So it feels like IG just kind of still waiting to see when the time's right for them.
Yeah, you know what? The longer they wait, respect the hell out of it. So we are seeing Xiao Hao head up to the top side here. Maybe looking to make a play on the Shy. Equalizer's going to come down. The Shy's going to be able to avoid most of it.
Well played.
He will be able to get some good damage in, but it's a little too late for Xiao Hao.
Well played by the Shy. That Justice Punch backwards pretty much got him out of the entire Equalizer as being dealt with a wave. He survives. Xiao Hao being on the top side. It's going to be the first brick secured for IG. Bot.
Okay, the ultimate's going to land onto On, but Mako couldn't do much more. On will take good damage. Gala will be forced to burn the cleanse. We do see Xiao Hao on this Rift Herald right now, so it might just be another objective trade, although Mako is on his way up.
I don't think it should be a trade here, as... Oh, okay, we're getting a little feisty. I mean, the Shy did TP back.
Alright, the Smite's going to go down, and they're going to drop everything they have onto the Vi. Xiao Hao is going to get taunted up, but they don't have the damage. They will force the flash on.
And they deny the eye, so this is pretty much objective null and void. You can see Mako bodyguarding that, and if they're able to deny that, that's a pretty big win for IG.
Yeah, it's gone. That's a huge time investment where EDG couldn't get anything, right? They don't get killed during it. Meanwhile, IG get their dragon. They get first turret as well. That was a lot of good gold split between JJ and Rookie. And this is where the map game, this is where perhaps the difference in games played comes into play.
I really like the boldness there of Mako and the Shy just realizing, hey, I TP'd back, I'm strong, there's no equalizer on ZDZ. We can fight this, right? No flash now on Xiaohao, that is something that might be able to be punished. As at the moment, the Shy, he's a big boy down here, and yeah, he's pretty comfortable fighting with the Annie. Gonna drop the cannon minion with the trade, but this find a positive trade at that. As Tibbers comes down, and man, did you see Galio's health bar go down there? I didn't really see it. ZDZ was trying to TP, and they stopped it.
Oh, that's a big stop. They're going to have to try to 3v1 the Shy, make it a 4v1, but the Shy with the moves, he is going to get hit up. Oh, no, he's not. On was only able to actually land one of those 4 shots. Takes a lot of time. They take him down.
I thought the Shy played that really well. I don't know if a flash was actually worth it. He does go down either way. Wink got low, but wasn't going to be at threat of being killed. That said, with the tempo, the time that the Shy bought, look what IG is able to do. They won out on the grubs, of course, so top outer falls. You can see top, or mid-outer. Also going to fall here to Gala and JJ, so that play from the Shy, able to buy some time. At least speeds up the trades for IG, and they win out 2 towers to 1.
Really?
Riftmaker and nearly a fully evolved Roa, so he's going to be a problem. As it's going to be a Rylai's for the Annie. I will say that the Honorees was nerfed in this patch. If you guys at home want to check out, always shout out to Viger V2, who always puts out his thoughts on itemization. Was talking about how Chobi went Rylai's on his Azir Pentakill, one that I really liked. But less of the
combat, perhaps?
More on the wink.
Doing what he can to get some damage out, but the stun is going to come out on the wink. He's going to be forced to use his ultimate. Rookie coming through. He does have that Vi ultimate. Teleport was forced out of the Shy, but that's A-okay, because IG will claim the dragon.
Oh yeah, he wants to drop that TP and make sure this dragon's secure. They can maybe play Otacon after. You can see Mako going to be spotted by Word. Rookie is not, though.
Ultimate. Rookie immediately getting burned down, and the Vi ultimate goes on to him. Hero's entrance coming down as well. They put Xiaohao in the bounce house, but the anti-stun comes through. Xiaohao, though, getting low, will finally fall, and the root lands on his EDZ. He will flash, and he will, getting good damage, will finally go down. Mako is low and gets 4th shot by On. As now JJ in a bit of trouble. He's got to hop over the wall, but On is healthy. Tibbers is running him down. JJ has to use his W to go invulnerable and is forced to flash out. Ends up, in the end, being a 3-for-3 overall, even though the objective went to IG.
Rylai is kind of working overtime there with Tibbers, and we'll say EDG could get back onto the map first. I was a little bit surprised it was a 3-for-3. I thought that IG were going to win that pretty heavily once they went over the wall, and the Verisalt connect.
Angel and avoid a stun. It is going to be pretty skill testing there. We'll see if he's able to get that job done as this game. Definitely not out of reach. 23 minutes in, Cubby. I don't think that anybody thought we would be here in a game that is decided by less than 1,000 gold with EDG leading in kills.
Angel. Okay, they're getting a little bit scared. Yeah, this is the other nice thing for the Galio pick. Why I was a little bit surprised to see the Annie. Galio can just kind of walk in and catch whatever, which is really nice for the Shy. And I like how IG is using this between him and Leona, being able to actually brute force their way down and clear some of these brushes, which can be really dangerous against the Annie-Vi composition. So IG will at least get some control over here and going to return to catch the waves. All good from them. As got one to go for Edge of Night, you can see On actually was able to fish it off there. Definitely going to be something to look out for here.
Okay, we're going to take a little bit of damage. JJ here as well. Just a lot of posturing in the river. Is Angel going to get slowed up, force the flash away once again. It's been on cooldown all game long.
That's why I really like the Leona this game for IG and Mako. Just the ability to fish for flashes and have that reach. Again, it's a death ball comp for IG. I think that if they're able to overload, overwhelm EDG, that's the move at the moment. Otacon at half. The Shy holding the choke.
They don't have vision. Xiaohao going to go in. They're going to target the Shy. Rookie landing the stun with the Tibbers. Xiaohao gets blown up. Wink gets to the back line, pulls them all in. Tibbers from Angel trying to do good work, but it's not that much damage. They are slowing up a ton as they continue to push the fight. But ZDZ once again, good placement or damage. On doesn't die. Rookie gets rooted. ZDZ is pulling them down. So much damage. On gets the double kill, and EDG are fighting hard.
Look, the first fight, I thought the ZDZ played it really well, and I was surprised it was even. This time, IG, they overcommitted into the choke, trying to get through this Rylai's Annie, which is actually doing a great job against this composition, Yanni. Again, 4 melees, the mileage that Rylai's is getting a big opener to the fight, they kind of throw away.
Yeah, and we're split too. Mako goes deep, and he dies for it. I mean, you know, the former EDG product, JJ, holding up his end of the bargain, but Mako perhaps a little bit of love for his last team. or his first team, I should say, you know, not playing up to his standards. The equalizer comes down. He's going to have a big fight. Look at the backside here as they layer the CC down onto the carry. Xiao Hao will fall on the backside, stuck in a 3v1, and they will find him too. And
Mako!
See how the rest of the fight goes. Mako is in the back. He needs help. JJ will go link up with him to make sure that he is able to survive. A 2-0 for IG, and objective secured at Soul Point.
I didn't see how On got to the point he was, but he was split. The fact that the engage from IG, which was good, it split the Jin, but I think the approach from EDG was flawed there. As Jin being low on that fight with everyone else kind of being closer to mid, that's a really awkward one for me, for EDG. I think it really helped IG push through that fight, and hey, IG really fixed the flaws we saw.
EDG is overheated. Xiao Hao forced out of his topside jungle here. So he shoves it on the top side.
Like seeing the Merc Treads evolved being bought here by IG. Of course, they got beats, and that boot being 500 gold definitely up in value as the Shy found. He's stuck.
The good news for him is that he's so tanky, although he does get chunked out hard. The equalizer stolen had gone down, and now they go all the way in. Xiao Hao will fall. Mako on the wrong side of the tracks, though, as the curtain call is opened up. He gets tagged with 2, but he'll be just fine. Gali getting tagged as well. And now the 1v1 between Rookie and ZDZ is won by Rookie for the moment.
I think Galwa might be able to fish the Piercing Arrow. Did find ZDZ as the poke comes in. Look at Angel, though.
Oh, okay. Flash W, that Incinerate doing good damage. And now Timbers is chasing down Gala, but JJ is chasing down Angel. And going in is Rookie. On the backside is all alone. He's stuck with a stolen Timbers, chasing him down, as well as JJ. And the former third prince of EDG might have just driven the stake through the heart in Game 1.
I mean, everything in this fight was burned on the Shy. And while the angle for Angel might have looked nice, there was not nearly enough gas in the tank for EDG to actually make that fight happen. It's a wipe for IG, and a potential Baron here is the Shy TPing in. And yeah, it looks like this one's going to be taken for free.
And finally, we see IG come through. A creative route by Rookie with the sweep was all it took.
Close enough to being reached there for EDG to actually threaten. Again, it was a nice angle from Angel in isolation, but with the R keys gone, not nearly enough tools to follow up and make that one impactful. So, big win for IG. I mean, they've really cracked open this game, and it's looking to be a Game 1 win after that series.
Yeah, Rookie isn't going to give much love for that fight just because he marked ZDZ and kept him out. But think about how good ZDZ has been playing these fights. That is
he won
a huge win there for Rookie. He has done so much in these last 2 fights, even if it isn't super flashy. He is getting the job done.
Between that, the ego, or you know, the presence, the aura of the Shy, baiting all the ultimates into him, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Listen, there's only one man who could be more Giga Chat than the Shy. It could be ZDZ, but right now, he's out of the fight. The Shy only going to land the taunt on the 1. It's Xiao Hao. He's going to get shielded up, go back in. Equalizer coming down. Not doing a ton of damage, as the curtain call will be out. They will block for the Shy. He will be able to leave. But the siege is not looking great for IG. They're forced to back off, but they do have the Ocean Soul waiting for them. Okay, we're going to ultimates down, going all the way in on Angel. He gets chunked out, and he falls. They're going to try to turn around on JJ, but he's able to escape, and he wants back in. He will fall. Xiao Hao and On are out, but Rookie teleporting behind, just logging them, looking at them. ZDZ so low, trying to heat back up. Wink needs to do whatever he can to make sure that ZDZ stays alive. He's on a damn sliver as Rookie's level 18, looking for a little bit more. Dash is over, but again, Wink body blocking, but he might give his life for it. Rookie switches targets, will find ZDZ dashing forward and slaying the king.
This side was just all of a sudden his Thanos on the map with level 18, Rick Baker Roa. That was a great TP and play from ZDZ. I know the EDG don't win out of that, but look at how far behind they are. The fact they get a fight that close off the play from ZDZ, that is a really big win for EDG. Rookie just a little bit too big to deal with, but do want to give EDG some deserved props for even just finding that angle, Yanni. That was a really good look for them.
Yeah, it's just a damn shame that these waves were pushing against them.
It's Ocean Soul, yeah.
That was their last ditch. 2 turrets, not even from a siege. It is so difficult for them to...
Being able to damage back off, heal back up is nice.
Yeah.
But yet another objective and a big boost going IG's way. As I think this game was definitely a little bit closer, a little bit more competitive than what we thought going in, Yanni, but I don't feel like IG has been the team out of control. I feel like this one was closer just because we overcommitted into the Rywise Annie and underestimated that a couple times, right? It still feels like IG has been the one dictating the game.
Yeah, you know, from a caster perspective, I haven't really thought that IG were in danger of losing this game. there were times where it's like, hey, if EDG gets off another one of those good fights that they had, then maybe IG are in danger at this point.
Right.
But it never happened. It was close, but it never ended up happening. And that's why EDG finds the position that they're in right now. Equalizer that is stolen is going to be burned by Rookie. I like the thought here by Angel.
It's necessary. But you can see the poke from Varus really adding up here.
It's so tough.
And there's an Edge 99 Gala. They can't
Here
get
we
off
go,
yet.
Jaha,
Okay, they're going.
Angel, they're just going to dump everything they have on Gala. They'll take him down, but Angel's going to get engaged on. Look at the backside. The Shy and Rookie are mogging the back line. Rookie is going to be able to slide out. Now Jaha down to half HP, but the Shy is forced to flash away. It's just a 1-for-1 for now, but Rookie does have the Vi ultimate if he wants
Ocean
more.
Soul. Yeah, Ocean Soul too. I think they're just going to back off and yoink stuff. I will say, throwing everything to Gala, I mean, he doesn't have a TP. Is he going to be effective? Again, I just think it's too much for EDG to handle. And so they're gonna try and fight this one out to keep it close, make it look close, but just doesn't feel like it's close still. Yeah, you're goodbye on.
Oh, on!
No sense.
Oh, they had no idea. They're like, yeah, man, IG must have backed off. No, IG have no chill. Wink will land a fine stump. It doesn't matter because Xiaohao is going to be the next target, and he will go into stasis. Mako on the backside, marking ZDZ. JJ is there too. ZDZ will be able to at least find that kill, but I'm sure Mako is more than happy to give his life for an IG victory. ZDZ between two turrets, trying to burn JJ alive, but is unable to do so as the minions are pouring into the base. It's Angel, it's ZDZ versus the Shy Rookie, and JJ, the equalizer, is going to go down. So is Timbers, but it's not doing a damn thing. Rookie's too tanky, the Shy's too tanky, the taunt is down, and so is the Rumble, as Angel is on the steps of the base and can't do a damn thing with the stolen Timbers running him down. Next is exposed. IG outlasts CDG in Game 1.
Nice Game 1 win for IG. I think that if you're an IG fan taking it home, your boy Rookie actually looked really good in that one. I know.